stop right there. Before you click apply for a UK visitor visa, you need to hear this. Every year, thousands of people lose their visa fees and get refused for reasons they could have easily avoided. The UK Home Office doesn't refund that £127, not even a penny. And most refusals happen because of simple, fixable mistakes. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to apply the right way, the documents you truly need, what to say and what not to say, plus real examples of people who got refused and later approved on reapplication. By the end, you'll know exactly how to make your application strong, confident, and credible. If you care about the truth behind UK immigration and want real stories, real facts, and real updates, subscribe to UK Immigration Express, where we uncover what others don't. What the UK is really looking for. Here's where it gets interesting. The Home Office wants to see one thing. Are you a genuine visitor? That means 4 simple things. You'll leave the UK when your visit ends. You can support yourself financially. You'll only do permitted activities, tourism, family visit, business meetings, short study, volunteering up to 30 days with a registered charity, and you're not trying to live in the UK by doing back-to-back visits. These sound simple, but every question on the form is designed to test them. What you can and can't do. Let's make this simple. You can visit for tourism, to see family and friends, attend business meetings, short courses, weddings, or volunteer up to 30 days with a registered charity. But you can't work, take a long-term study course, get paid for freelance work, or stay more than 6 months in one visit. If you try to bend the rules, even once, it could affect your record for years. Fees and processing times. Now this part is crucial, especially for your budget. As of July 2025, the UK visitor visa costs £127 for up to 6 months. Long-term options are 2 years, £475, 5 years, £848, 10 years, £1,059. But remember, even a 10-year visa still allows only 6 months per visit. Most decisions take about 3 weeks after biometrics. Some centers offer priority, around 5 working days, or super priority, next working day, at extra cost. And yes, fees are non-refundable, even if refused. How to apply step by step. Okay, let's break this down. Step 1. Go to gov.uk and check if you need a visa or if your nationality qualifies for the new Electronic Travel Authorization, the ETA, which costs £16. If you need a visa, start your online application, create an account, fill the standard visitor form carefully, and pay the fee online. You can apply up to 3 months before travel. Step 3. Book your biometric appointment at VFS Global or TLS Contact. After payment, upload your documents online or pay the center to scan them for you. Step 4. Attend your appointment. Bring your passport and confirmation, give fingerprints and a photo, then wait for the decision email. Documents that actually help. Here's where most people start to panic. Let's make it simple. You'll need a valid passport with the blank page, your travel details, dates, reason, and where you'll stay. Proof you can fund your trip, bank statements, payslips, job or business docs. Proof of ties to your home country, employer letter, property papers, school certificate, or family evidence. If someone in the UK is hosting you, include proof of relationship, photos, chats, communication timeline. Their proof of funds, bank statements, payslips, tenancy or mortgage, their immigration status, residence permit, BRP, or passport. And if traveling with children, include birth certificates, parental consent if one parent isn't traveling, and who will care for the child in the UK. And remember, any document not in English or Welsh needs a certified translation with the translator's name, contact, and signature. The refusal traps. Now, here's where it gets painful. The refusal traps. Refusal 1, weak purpose of visit. They see tourism, but no itinerary or proof. Fix, create a clear 10-day plan with destinations, hotel bookings, and budgets. Refusal 2, unclear funds. Unexplained deposits raise suspicion. Fix, shows 6 months of statements with consistent income, explain lump sums. Refusal 3, no strong home ties. If you can't prove you'll return, they assume risk. Fix, provide employer letters, property docs, or family dependent proof. Refusal 4, too many long visits. Frequent stays make it look like you're living in the UK. Fix, space out visits, and always leave on time. Refusal 5, non-permitted activities. Working or long study on a visitor visa is a big no. Fix, stick strictly to visitor rules. Real-life examples. Now, this is where it gets real. Maria from Nigeria refused for sudden bank deposits and vague itinerary. She reapplied with payslips, employer letter, sister's tenancy, and a 10-day plan. Approved. Arun from India, business visa refused for lack of client proof. He reapplied with company docs, invitation, and flight details. Approved. Leela from the Philippines refused for unclear sponsor support. She reapplied with friendship evidence, host BRP, job letter, and funds. Approved. Each success had one thing in common: clarity. If you refused, here's the truth most people don't know. Visitor visa refusals rarely have appeal rights. You can't review it unless it's a human rights case. You can reapply, but only after fixing every issue in your refusal letter. If you believe it was unlawful, you can explore a judicial review, but that challenges the process, not the decision. The final checklist. Before you submit, make sure you have a genuine purpose of travel, traceable sufficient funds, strong ties to your home country, sponsors documents if hosted, certified translations for non-English documents, a realistic trip, no back-to-back visits. If this video helped you apply with confidence, drop a "ready to apply" in the comments. And remember, one well-prepared application is better than 3 rushed ones. Subscribe for more UK visa and immigration videos, only on UK Immigration Express. And I'll see you in the next one.